Hi Facebook, how is everybody doing today? I'm just going to do that so that you can actually see me a little bit better. Today's lunchtime inspiration comes to you from the city centre of Bristol, where you can probably hear an awful lot of building work. There are cranes everywhere. All the buildings that I used to work with are basically being knocked down because they were eyesores, and they're being built new glass offices everywhere. So it's a very fun time for Bristol city centre, but it's something that inspired today. So I'm sat, I don't know, I've got a red nose. I'm Rudolph. I'm sat here in the city centre right now, and I am literally the street behind where my entire life kind of circulated for the best part of 10 years. I lived on this street when I first came to Bristol. I've worked at like 3 different offices on the same street because it's part of the city centre, it's part of the legal quarter, there's a publishing house I used to work at. My other half works on the street. I used to go for lunch every single day in this tiny little garden that's by a very ancient church that's kind of falling over. So for those of you who know Bristol, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm looking around and the city looks so different from how it looked when I moved to Bristol for God knows how many years ago, 15 years ago. And even from when I was working here 2-3 years ago. I've been working other places for the last 3-4 years that some have been in the city centre but not on this street or in the immediate vicinity of it. And everything has changed. Everything is moving around. The people are different. I don't recognise most people walking down the street. The buildings being knocked down and rebuilt. And it's something that we forget, and it's something that I want to talk to you about today in this lunchtime inspiration, which is no matter what is going on, no matter how stressed you are, how difficult things are in your personal life, in your professional life, whether you are struggling with work or whether you're doing pretty well, the thing to remember is this too shall pass. This is the nature of things. This is the nature of life, that buildings get torn down and rebuilt, lives get torn down and rebuilt, and this is what we do. We keep going, we endure, and we last beyond the concrete and the glass and the situations that we think will never end. Last night on a live stream, I was talking about how I remember saying to one of my colleagues that the previous year had been a complete nightmare, and I remember that conversation, but I can't for the life of me remember a single thing that happened in that 12-month period that made me say it was a nightmare. Those things that dragged me down, that made me feel awful and overwhelmed, meant nothing in the grand scheme of things. So today's lunchtime inspiration, nihilistic as it might appear, is that this too shall pass, and at some point in the future you won't even remember the stress that you're feeling today. So use your techniques, use your tools to divest yourself of the stress, to diffuse the situation, to let it go and move on, and remember the bigger picture. If you are struggling with the bigger picture, that's a whole other conversation that we need to have. But have your eyes on the prize, know your goal and know what you're heading for, and then let nothing stop you. So that's today's lunchtime inspiration from Searching for Serenity. I would love for you to like this if it helped you. Comment, let me know what your thoughts are, or what you're going to take, what action steps you're going to take with your eyes on the prize and heading for your bigger goal. Let me know when you're watching this, and of course, if this is helpful for other people, if you know others that are struggling with stress and exhaustion and burnout and overwhelm and don't even know where to turn, then share this out with them. So that's my lunchtime inspiration. This too shall pass, and remember that you will outlast the buildings, you will outlast the problems and the situations and the dramas, and one day you won't even remember what it was that was holding you back. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, have an amazing day. Of course, take care of yourself. Bye for now.